Bishop Fenwick Middle School. We are almost done with online distance learning, hopefully, cross your fingers. This week and next week, we're going to be looking at informational text or expository text that gives us information. That's what it means. It is non-fiction, it's not fake, it is real and factual. And each one of these texts have a different structure. And the first structure we're going to look at is chronological or sequence. They mean the same thing, just means going in order. We need to start from the beginning and then move to the end. So think about making cookies. If you don't follow the recipe and you mix up all the steps, they're not going to come out as cookies. They'll be something different, something that's not good. So it has to go in order, just like these stories do. So the first one we're going to read is The Life Cycle of a Butterfly, which is this one. I have it on my iPad because obviously you're going to be doing this digital like I am. Remember, with this video, you can stop, you can rewind, you can pause, you can listen to it as many times as you need to pick up on that structure and answer the questions as you go. So we will get started. The Life Cycle of a Butterfly by J. Harrell. Happiness is a butterfly, wrote Nathaniel Hawthorne. Most people would agree that it is wonderful watching a caterpillar turn into a beautiful butterfly. To grow into an adult, a butterfly goes through 4 stages called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is a Greek word that means transformation or change in shape. The first stage of a butterfly's life cycle is the egg. The egg is very small and is usually round or oval in shape. It has a hard outer shell to protect the tiny larva inside. It is lined with wax so that the eggs doesn't dry out. Butterfly eggs are usually laid on top or on the underside of plant leaves. And notice in that second paragraph it said first, and in our next paragraph it's going to say second. And those are some of the transition words that we looked at before we left to tell the readers that we're transitioning. We're moving forward, and those keywords help us understand that. We're ending a thought and moving to a next one. And this is part of the structure. You know the chronological or sequence order because the writer is telling you first, second, third, last. So keep paying attention to those words because you'll use them in your writing as well. So we're on the third paragraph. The second stage of a butterfly's life cycle is the caterpillar. The caterpillar is the larval stage of the life cycle. After the egg hatches, the tiny caterpillar's job is to eat. It starts by eating the leaf it was born on. The caterpillar begins to grow rapidly, getting ready for the next stage. The third stage in the butterfly's life cycle is the pupa or chrysalis. While in this stage, the caterpillar hangs from a branch. The caterpillar's skeleton is on the outside. This is called an exoskeleton. Inside the exoskeleton, the caterpillar is undergoing a change. During this stage, the caterpillar pupa is turning into a butterfly. When all the changes have occurred, the pupa is ready for the final stage of the butterfly's life cycle. Finally, which is another transition word telling the reader that we're done. Finally, the butterfly's life cycle enters the 4th and final stage. It is now a butterfly. As soon as it comes out of the chrysalis, the butterfly flaps its wings to get blood flowing into them. Then they learn to fly. As soon as they can fly, they search for a mate so that the life cycle of a new butterfly can begin. A butterfly's metamorphosis involves 4 stages. The butterfly starts out as an egg, hatches as a caterpillar, turns into a chrysalis, and finally emerges as a butterfly. This process can take a month or it can take an entire year depending on the type of butterfly. Metamorphosis isn't easy or quick, but the end result is the beautiful creature that can inspire anyone who is lucky enough to see one on a summer's day. So the point of that text again was sequence or chronological order, and we can tell really quickly even by scanning through the text because it says first, second, third, and finally. And then that last paragraph wraps it all up, reminds us of what we just read in its conclusion. So this is 5 paragraphs, and we learned about a butterfly's life cycle, which you probably already know from earlier grades, but the point of this text is to understand the structure. So as you read, pick up on those transition words and pay close attention to each part of the structure of the text so you can answer those questions. Thanks, guys.